or stay here. The lieutenant's on his way over.
So, I've been turned in, eh? All right, you've got me. I suppose you and that stool-pigeon brother of mine will split the reward.
Reward?
Oh, now I'll do some turning into my own. You think my aunts are sweet old ladies, don't you? Well, there are 13 bodies buried in the cellar.
Teddy!
What the hell are you talking about?
Be careful what you say about our aunts. They happen to be friends of ours.
I'll show you. I'll prove it to you. Just come to the cellar with me.
Wait a minute.
What, you want to come down to the cellar? Yeah.
You go down to the cellar with them, Ed.
I don't think I want to be going down to any cellar with this guy. I mean, look at this person. He looks like Boris Karloff. Wait, don't! Get him off me!
Hey, what are you doing?
What do you know about that?
Come in.
What the hell have you been doing here? I told you I was going to handle this.
Well, we was just,
What happened? You put up a fight?
No, Colonel. This isn't the guy that blows the bugle. This is his brother. He tried to kill Clyde.
all I said was he looked like Boris Karloff.
Turn him over.
You kind of think he's wanted some way.
You kind of think he's wanted somewhere. Well, if you guys could look at the circulars we hang up all over the station, you could at least read True Detective. Certainly he's wanted. In Indiana. He escaped from the prison for the criminal insane. He's a lifer. For God's sakes, that's how they describe him. He looks like Karloff.
He makes me think about a reward.
Yeah, and I'm claiming it.
Oh, come on. He was trying to get us down to the cellar.
Yeah. He said there's 13 bodies buried down there.
13 bodies in the cellar? And you didn't get tipped off the guy came out of a nut house?
I thought all along you talked kind of crazy.
Oh, it's Shakespeare. Where you been all night? And you didn't even bother to tell me.
I've been right here, sir, writing a play with Mortimer Brewster.
Well, you got plenty of time to write that play now. You're suspended. Now get back and report in.
Can I come by sometime and use a station typewriter?
No! Get out of here! Take that guy someplace and get him, bring him around. See if you can find out about his accomplice. The guy that helped him escape, he's wanted too. No wonder Brooklyn's in the shape it's in with a police force full of flatheads like you, falling for a story like that. 13 bodies in the cellar.
There are 13 bodies in the cellar.
Who are you?
I'm President Roosevelt.
What the hell is this?
He's the guy that blows the bugle.
Good morning, Colonel.
Well, Colonel, you blew your last bugle.
Oh, dear me. Another yellow fever victim.
What?
All the bodies buried in the cellar are yellow fever victims.
No, Colonel. This is the spy we found in the White House.
Will you get that guy out of here?
All right, if there's any questioning of spies, you know that's my department.
You stay out of this.
Well, as President of the United States, you know I'm also head of the Secret Service.
Captain, I'm Mortimer Brewster.
Are you sure?
I'd like to talk to you about my brother Teddy, the one who blew the bugle last night.
Well, we ain't going to talk about that. He's got to be put away.
Oh, I quite agree. In fact, it's already all arranged for. I've had these commitment papers signed by Dr. Gilchrist, our family physician. Teddy's signed them as well, and I've signed them too as next of kin.
All right, where's he going?
Happydale.
Well, I don't care where he goes as long as he goes.
Oh, he's going, all right. Now, I just want you to know that everything that's happened here, Teddy's responsible for. Now, those 13 bodies in the cellar.
Yeah, 13 bodies. 13 bodies in the cellar. It ain't bad enough that the neighbors are afraid of him with his disturbing the peace and that bugle blowing. But can you imagine what would happen if that cockeyed story about 13 bodies got out? And now he's starting a yellow fever scare. Cute, ain't it?
13 bodies in the cellar. Now, who will believe that story?
Well, you never know. Some people are just dumb enough. You don't know what to believe sometimes. I mean, a year ago, some crazy guy tried to start a murder scare over in Greenpoint. Before you knew it, I had to dig up a half-acre lot just to prove that there was no...
Will you excuse me a minute?
Certainly.
Good morning, Mortimer.
Good morning, dear.
This is Mr. Witherspoon. He's come to meet Teddy.
To meet Teddy.
Mr. Witherspoon is the superintendent of Happydale.
Oh, right. Yes, come in. This is Captain Rooney.
Lieutenant Rooney. Glad that you're here, Superintendent. You can take him with you.
But today? I had no idea.
Not today.
Look, Elaine, I've got some important business to attend to, so why don't you run along home and I'll tell you.
Oh, nuts!
Oh, I had no idea it was this immediate.
Complete insubordination! I'll teach you gentlemen that I'm no mollycoddle! Oh, when the President of the United States is treated this way, what has this country come to?
There's your man, Super.
Look, just a minute. Mr. President, I have very good news for you. Your term of office is over,
Is it March the 4th?
practically.
Yes, let's see. My hunting trip to Africa! I'll get ready immediately. Mortimer, is he trying to move into the White House before I've moved out?
Who, Teddy?
Taft!
This isn't Mr. Taft, Teddy. This is Mr. Witherspoon. He's going to be your guide in Africa.
Bully! Just bully! I will bring down my equipment! Oh, goodbye, Aunt Abby. Goodbye, Aunt Martha. When the safari comes, tell them to wait. I'm on my way to Africa! Isn't it wonderful? Charge!
Good morning, darlings.
Oh, we have visitors.
Yes, this is Lieutenant Rooney.
How do you do, Lieutenant? My, you don't look like the first budget the policemen say you are.
While the lieutenant is here, you know Teddy blew that bugle again last night.
Yes, we're going to speak to Teddy about that.
Well, it's a little bit more serious than that, Miss Brewster.
Yeah. Oh, and you haven't met Mr. Witherspoon. He's the superintendent at Happydale.
Mr. Witherspoon, how do you do?
You've come to meet Teddy.
He's come to take him.
Darlings, the police would like Teddy to go to Happydale today.
Oh, no.
That's not until after we're gone.
Well, I'm sorry, Miss Brewster, but the papers are all signed and he's going with the superintendent today.
No, we won't permit it. Oh, we'll promise to take his bugle away from you.
We won't be separated from Teddy.
Well, I'm sorry, ladies, but he's committed himself and the law's the law. He goes today.
Well, if he goes, we're going too.
Yes, you'll have to take us with him.
Well, I mean, why not?
It's sweet of them to want to, but it's quite impossible, you see. We don't take sane people at Happydale.
Mr. Witherspoon, if you'll let us live there with Teddy, we'll see that Happydale is in our will and for a very generous amount.
Lord knows we could use the money, but I'm afraid that might be out of the question.
Well, let's settle down here, ladies. I mean, for instance, here I am wasting my morning when there's important work I need to do, and there are still murders to be solved in Brooklyn.
Yes! Oh, are there?
And it's not just the bugle blowing, that's him frightening all the neighbors, but sooner or later, we're going to be put through the trouble of having to dig up your cellar.
Our cellar?
Yeah, your nephew has been telling everyone that there are 13 bodies buried in your cellar.
But there are 13 bodies buried in our cellar.
If that's why you think Teddy has to go away, you come down to the cellar and we'll prove it to you.
There's one gentleman, Mr. Spinoza, who doesn't belong here and who will have to leave. But the other 12 are gentlemen.
Well, the lieutenant doesn't want to go down to the cellar when he was just telling me that only last year he had to dig up a half-acre lot, weren't you, Lieutenant? Greenpoint.
That's right.
Well, you wouldn't have to dig here. The graves are all marked. We put flowers on them every Sunday.
Flowers. Superintendent, don't you think you could find some room for these ladies?
You just come along with us. We'll show you the grave.
I'll take your word for it, lady. I mean, sign them up, Super.
Well, we'd have to be committed.
Well, Teddy committed himself. He signed the papers, right? Couldn't they just sign the papers?
Yeah, certainly.
Oh, if we can go with Teddy, we'll sign the papers? Where are they?
Yes, where are they?
He's coming around now, Lieutenant.
Good morning, Mr. Klein.
Good morning, Mr. Klein. Are you here too?
Oh, yeah, me and Brophy are in the kitchen with your other nephew.
Well, sign him up, Superintendent. I want to get this cleaned up.
Yeah, you'll sign right here, Miss Martha.
Yes, and you'll sign right here, Aunt Abby.
I'm really looking forward to going. This neighborhood has changed so.
Just think, a front lawn again.
Oh, no, I'm afraid we're overlooking something.
What?
We need the signature of a doctor.
Oh, Dr. Einstein! Will you come over here a minute, please? We'd like to have you sign some papers.
Oh, please, I must go.
No, come right on over, Doctor. It'll only take a minute. You know, at one point last night, I thought the doctor was going to operate on me. Just come right on over, Doctor. Sign right here, if you would.
Are you leaving, Doctor?
I think I must go.
Aren't you going to wait for Jonathan?
I don't think we go to the same place.
Oh, Elaine. So good to see your face. Stick around.
Don't worry, I'm going to.
Hello, Mac. Rooney. We got that fellow that wanted in Indiana. Now, there's a description of his accomplice on my desk. Did you read it to me? Yeah, 35, about 5'8", 140 pounds. Talks with a German accent. Poses as a doctor. Okay, thanks, Matt.
It's all right, Lieutenant. The doctor here has just completed all the necessary signatures.
Well, thanks a lot, Doc. You've done a great service.
Hey, Mr. Mercer, if you would you sign right here as next of kin?
Yes, of course. Right here. That makes everything complete, everything legal.
Yes. Yes, it does. Certainly.
All right, aunties. Now you're safe.
When do you ladies think you're ready to start, huh?
Well, Mr. Witherspoon, why don't you go upstairs and tell Teddy just what he can take along?
Upstairs.
Oh, yes, come. I'll show you.
Not you, Mortimer. We want to talk to you. Just upstairs, Mr. Witherspoon. And then turn left.
Well, Mortimer, and now that we're moving, this house really is yours.
Yes, we want you to live here now.
Oh, no, Aunt Abby, I couldn't possibly do that. This house is too full of memories.
But you'll need a home when you and Elaine are married.
Oh, darlings, that's very indefinite. Yeah.
Oh, it's nothing of a kind. We're going to be married right away.
Mortimer, we're worried about something.
Well, now, darlings, you're going to love it at Happy Dale.
Oh, yes, we're very happy about the whole thing. That's just it. We don't want anything to go wrong.
Will they investigate those signatures?
Oh, no. Don't worry about that. They're not going to look up Dr. Einstein.
It's not his signature, dear. It's yours.
You see, you signed as next of kin.
Yes, of course. Why not?
Well, dear, it's something we never wanted to tell you. But now you're a man, and it's something Elaine should know too. You see, dear, you're not really a Brewster.
You see, your mother came to us as a cook, and you were born about 3 months afterward. But she was such a sweet woman, such a good cook, we didn't want to lose her, so mother married her.
I'm not really a Brewster.
Oh, now don't feel badly, dear.
It won't make any difference to you, Elaine.
Elaine, did you hear? Did you understand? I'm a bastard!
I really must see about breakfast.
Oh, Mortimer's coming to my house. Father's in Philadelphia. Mortimer and I are going to have breakfast together.
Oh, yes, well, I certainly need a cup of coffee. I've had quite a night.
In that case, I should think you'd want to get to bed.
Yes, I do.
What? No! Mr. Witherspoon. Take this with you.
We won't need the wagon. My car's out front.
Oh, you leaving now, Jonathan?
Yeah, he's going back all the way to Indiana. There are people there who want to take care of him the rest of his life.
Oh, Jonathan, it's so nice to know you have a place to go.
You're leaving too.
Yes, we're going to Happydale.
And this house is seeing the last of the Brewsters.
Unless Mortimer wants to live here.
I have a suggestion to make. Why don't you turn this place over to the church?
I never thought of that.
After all, it should be part of the cemetery.
Okay, come on, let's go. I'm a busy man.
Aye, aunties. Oh, now I can't remember my language, but neither can you. At least I'll have that satisfaction. Score stands even. 12 to 12. 12 to 12. 12. Woo! 12. 12 to 12. 12.
Jonathan always was such a mean boy. He never could stand to see anyone